So in this video, I will be talking about a book which I read a few weeks back called The Last Mughal by William Dalrymple. So William Dalrymple has also written a few books around the Mughal era called The White Mughals, Anarchy. So coming back to the book, so this book tracks the decline of the Mughal Empire during 1857 and how from thereafter the English consolidated their position and then became a huge power in India. To give a little detail, the book is about basically the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. So there were some soldiers who rebelled against the English army, and these soldiers actually pledged their allegiance to Bahadur Shah Zafar, saying that we'll fight under you. And then from there afterwards, the constant battle between the English and the rebel soldiers is captured in the book. So what I really like about the book was the storytelling of the author William Dalrymple. Even if you're not a history buff or even if you don't like reading books, the book is actually placed in a very fast-paced manner and in a very simple and a lucid writing. I think anyone can get interested in that. And how I view history is basically history is a set of decisions which are taken by decision makers. Let's say your king, your military commanders, etc., etc., and how those decisions actually lead to events. So this is my basic framework of seeing history. And now what William Dalrymple does effectively is he captures those whys behind those decisions in a very simple manner, so you can connect the dots and see the whole picture very clearly. One more thing that the author effectively does, I think, is he captures the personality or the persona of the person. So whenever that person takes a decision, you understand his motivations and his thought process. So let's say if you take Bahadur Shah Zafar for example, he became a king at a very late age. He became a king when he was around 85. He had a very dominant queen, his wife, and basically every decision that he took was not a very strong decision, and he was a very ineffective leader per se. So it gets reflected in his decision. His personality gets reflected in his decision, which I think the author has captured beautifully. Reading the book, there was a very well balanced perspectives of both English and Indians taken into account. So I don't think there was any too much bias, but I think what author has tried to done, he has deliberately tried to maintain that balance, and you could see in the book. You also get transported back to the 1800s Delhi, the bazaars, the mushairas, and everything which was prominent around Delhi at that time. Like a very small detail was he also captured the rivalry between Zak and Ghalib during that time, and how they actually competed to get attention of Zafar. So that author has captured it very beautifully in the book. If you have read the book, do let me know what you think about the book in the comment section. And before going, I would actually leave you guys with a very small poem from Ghalib. Yeah, thank you.
दिल नादा तुझे हुआ क्या है, आखिर इस दर्द की दवा क्या है, आखिर इस दर्द